What up, bro?
What's up, Nemo?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Going on now. We're the only ones right now.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on mute when you start. When you get the class started, I'm gonna turn it off.
Yeah, sure. Ugh. How you been though?
Man, I've been all right, bro. Just
Yeah.
ready to get. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm ready to get on them charts, man. Try this shit out.
I see you. You just got your new crib and shit, right?
Yup.
Hell
I'll be
yeah.
down there like next month, mid next month. So be good. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, bro. Time me to get on that forex money though, so I can get
Uh,
out that job, man.
man, it honestly, bro. Like, don't start affirming to yourself that this shit is simple, bro, because it is.
Okay.
You know, like if you make it hard for yourself in your head, it's gonna stay hard. You feel me?
Got you.
So approach it like it's gonna be nothing. You know, like you got plenty of proof on these calls every week. You know, the people that are applying the steps, whether they're at their individual journeys or not, you know that like you got a support system. You know, even if your journey is different than somebody else's, like you know that you're gonna be straight regardless. You feel me? So it's not a if, it's more of a when.
Yeah.
You just gotta stay diligent. You know, I mean, that I when I saw your text last second, I didn't really know what it meant at first, but like now that I see like that's dedication. Like, yeah, you got your hookah and shit, but like you're still here. You feel me?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's how it should be.
Sometimes I had to get a little smoke break, man, because I be that
Nigga,
9 to 5, bro.
nigga.
And that's hey, I wish I can go that far with it, man. I ain't got that much freedom yet.
Yeah. Hey, I don't blame you though, bro. Everybody has their needs every now and then. Me, I've been cutting out substances almost entirely.
Right.
Um, I actually this past weekend I had a drink for the first time in 3 months.
Was you able to like I ain't stopped drinking yet. People I know that stopped, they said that their mind got clearer. Like they could
Oh
think
hell
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
bruh. Like I like to run in the mornings too. Like I could feel a significant difference in that. Um, and honestly, bro, I like that internal energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That comes from the inside out. That's really like at this point in my life, I strive for that more than anything. Like I don't really look for like the little jolts of happiness. Like I want it to be so deeply rooted that it
Pure.
just kind of yeah, it just kind of pours out. And so like, there's so many ways to fill that up. And I definitely think that quitting alcohol has helped me like, channel more good energy into my life. You feel me?
Right.
Um, and it's funny too. Like I never thought I'd be able to like, I always saw drinking as like a pastime. You know,
Right. Right. Right.
especially because like I travel a lot and shit like a lot of these places I go to that you've seen over the years, like I be there by myself. You feel me? So like getting a drink, going to the bar, and starting a conversation, that was like my survival skill. You feel me? So
Right.
um, to drop it entirely was different, but bro, like it's such a difference.
But you can see the growth in yourself though. Cause
Hell
that's
yeah,
hard, man. You know?
hell yeah.
There's a lot of people pick it up for like a social excuse, you know,
Mhm.
help you relax, calm down. You feel like it's bringing out more of your personality. But when you can come over that, when you can overcome that, then you really find the inner strength in yourself.
Facts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was king of long day around 6 7 p.m. I'm pouring a glass of whiskey. Like that was my shit. So, but what's good, everybody else? I've been accepting people while we've been talking.
What
What's happening?
up?
What's happening? What's happening?
What it do? What y'all been doing on? y'all been on?
Fucking busting these heads, man. Ready to get this shit in and snipe this shit, you know?
Yeah.
This shit. What was that?
I got a
Talking,
I,
right?
I got a question.
What's good?
Like on the lower time frame, when you find your tipping point, does it matter how far back you go left?
Yes. You wanna find the most recent that you could find to current price action.
Okay.
Now, there have been instances where I've had to look far back, and it's crazy. Like I think it was it GBP? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Like there was an instance, and I think I have it on video. One of these videos I got, where it respected the tipping point so well, and it was like months later because it was the only thing that I had. Like it
The one
actually
you
kind of.
showed me. You showed me that one.
Oh, that was you, huh? That was you, Darius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I actually, yeah, I think that was you.
Mm-hmm.
That was like when we first started working together, huh?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. It was kind of set up like this, actually. If I were to look at this, like I caught a bunch of pips on Euro AUD. I don't know if you guys saw my Insta, but like if you look at this shit, there was nothing. Once they broke these highs, let me get my brush and shit. Once they broke all this, there was nothing over here, you know? It's like where's the tipping point all within that? So I had to use all this over here just to have something to see where the stopping point was going to be. And as you can see, this was months back. Like this is beginning of June, end of May type shit. So yeah, I mean, it does matter in most cases where you're trying to look for the most recent. Normally it's going to be within these areas, you know, price most likely is going to be close, but at the same time, you can use ones that are a little bit further back, if that answers your question.
Gotcha.
Yup. Yes, sir. So I did catch a bunch of pips on this. This one was real simple. Look at this daily candle. It's hard to kind of see. I don't know why I have these lines. I forgot what the reasoning was. Look at this wick.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
I mean,
Once they did that, it was lights out. They did this in the morning too, and that's why I woke up stressing.
yeah.
I was hot.
Oh, I see what you're saying when you was like using drawdown. Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up fucking early as shit Friday morning, grumpy as hell too. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I looked at my platform. I was all these thousands of drawdown too. I was like, motherfucker. I got hot. And then the whole rest of the day was not good. So, but it ended up playing out real well. Ended up I just let it ride over the weekend. Like I just stopped caring. And took the load off and it shot. So when they started pulling back on this little wick here,
Mm-hmm.
they hit my stop loss or my stop profit for like 200 pips.
Damn.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'll be forgetting to look at like other pairs. I've been keen on GBP, USD, and AUD USD. I just looked at NZD USD for the first time earlier this week. I'll be forgetting to look at all the other pairs really because I've been eating off of those heavy. But I've been trying to pull up some other pairs so I can be looking at opportunities elsewhere.
Nah, bro. I mean, honestly, I feel like every trader like starts to kind of find their rhythm, where you kind of naturally gravitate to. Me, I've made a bag with Euro AUD over the last like 2 years. So it's kind of become one of my favorites. GBP, same thing. Or on the contrary, USD Jappy, I haven't really been trading that one, even though the algo's been trading it heavy. You know, I think didn't we take a USD Jappy together last week? Or what
We took GBP USD and AUD USD.
AUD USD, yeah.
Okay, so the AUD it never actually activated, right?
Not for y'all.
No.
Yeah. but the GBP.
Yeah, GBP hit.
That shit hit for like that shit went like 30 pips. Like 30, 40.
That was the one we were waiting for, but you know, I got fucked on it. Y'all ate, I got fucked.
Why?
Because remember that night I was complaining about liquidity issues?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did it to me again. So they basically, and they fucked me like this before. And like, I got into a big argument with them because I have a, you know, really good relationship with this broker. But like, I hate when that type of shit happens, man. Like, it's just, I don't know. You feel so helpless. It's kind of like what Darius was complaining about. But anyways, yeah, they fucked me. I mean, I didn't lose anything, you know, so I couldn't get mad, but like they didn't actually activate the trade for me. It activates and then it closes right away. The other time they fucked me on this was back in March. It was a news trade and it was kind of similar, but I was actually watching the platform this time and they froze on me, bruh. Like, okay, like, you know, our rule of thumb is you're not really trying to like enter your trade right away when it comes to news, right? Well, one thing I've never shared with you guys, when you guys get to a certain point with your account, like if you're talking $100,000+ in your account, you start running into slippage issues and the orders can't get filled. So like if I'm doing 100 lots, 80 lots even, you know, there's a processing time that's slower to get all those contracts filled, essentially. So with news, it changed I had to adjust basically this year to completely change my news strategy. Like, I mean, in terms of like execution, like I now have to take the trade. If I'm trading news live, I have to take the trade at least 120 seconds before the news event, which so much can happen in that time. You guys know. Like you could be kind of like in a teeter-totter on which way the momentum's actually going to land, right? Like that last final stretch, and you don't know until maybe those last like 10 seconds. But I have to start, if I'm going to trade news live, like I have to start taking the trade 2 minutes before, at least 2 minutes before, or it won't fill all my orders. And I did that. And I kid you not, bro, it froze for that entire 2 fucking minutes. And I had 100 standard lots on it, bro. I lost 40 grand that day.
Wow.
Yeah. I took that L in silence, bro.
Wow.
In silence.
See, that made me want to fly out and slap the shit out of one of them, man.
For real.
I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, I'm telling you, I have a good relationship with this broker, but things changed after that day. We ain't as cool no more.
Which one was this? So I know not to.
Well, they're a private broker out of Australia, Atlantic Pearl.
Oh, okay.
But they're like a subsidiary.
Yeah.
So whatever, like they switched me on the server, and it just, man, I don't know. Like they treat me good in other ways, but like this other shit, I don't like.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Bro, that's a heavy ass pill to swallow, bro. In silence, bro, I would have been hot.
Man,
it's funny you said that because the Traders Way sent me, hey, Chloe, calm down. Calm down. Traders Way sent me a note saying exactly what you were saying about like doing news. Hey, calm down.
Yeah, they blame it on that shit, but like it's like, bro, I used to own a broker. All right. Like it's a game, bruh. It's a big ass game. It's a risk management strategy that brokers use. And yes, they are at some disadvantage, like to their liquidity providers at times. The liquidity provider situation of the brokerage industry is a clusterfuck. It's terrible. That's why, like, it's a great business model. Like, if you don't have a heart for traders, which I have a soft spot for traders, but like, bro, like at the same time, it's so just all over the place because the regulations, really America sets the tone for everything. So like when America's saying, hey, we own all these American citizens and they can't use foreign brokers, it fucks up the whole industry.
Yeah.
You got banks that are trying to provide liquidity, but then they have to go through all these like sketchy hybrid models and shit. And that's what causes slippage issues as well sometimes because the delivery speeds aren't as instant. And it's just constant headache, like that's why you see the KOT Forexes and the Eagle FXs and the Hugo's Ways, they're popping up and they all look the exact same because it's like the same guy. He found his model and he's just going to keep doing it until they catch his ass, if they ever catch him, so.
Okay,
Huh?
Oh, you good. I'm listening.
No, I didn't even know that was the same dude.
I mean, a lot of them, yeah. I know Hugo and KOT Forex, they're owned by the same person. And I'm pretty sure they've got Eagle as well. I haven't quite confirmed it. But I'm pretty sure they own that one as well. And I mean, it's a good model. Like I think it's a really smart model, especially because they're not hurting anybody, they're not. It's just the government sucks.
Yeah, control over everything.
Yeah.
Bastards.
But we got our ways around that thanks to you.
Yeah. But it kind of goes back to what I was telling you on the phone earlier, Darius, like split the risks as you guys get, you guys are my direct mentees. Like, as you guys, I'm expecting you guys to be the ones that really get into the tens and to hundreds of thousands here in the next few months. You feel me? So like if, as that happens, start to split your risk up. You feel me? Like don't just have like 50 racks in one account, just chilling, and that's your only means. You feel me? Have it split up just in case one of these brokers starts acting stupid and all that shit.
Makes sense.
And by the way, guys, I have not slept in like 24 hours. So if
what the hell you on, bro?
Man, honestly, on a great high, natural high, like just happiness.
That's good.
Got some good news, waiting for some confirmations, but
eyebrow. Well, good news. Eyebrow.
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
okay.
It's one of them. It's not confirmed yet, but it could be one of them weeks, bro, where you're just like, woo.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm on your high, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we'll see. I was up all night, just thinking.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's one of the no sleepers, bro.
Just pass the energy on this way. Pass it.
Yeah, for sure.
Around.
Man,
yeah.
I'm trying to keep it in the circle.
Yeah.
Circle of energy, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, E, you saw how that we was on AUD USD and they starting to push back up. They've been impulsing like a motherfucker. They bottomed out and they pushed up on the daily. Look on the daily. Like they came up a nice amount of is that it? or was it the 4 hour? Well, oh yeah, that's it. They threw like a nice impulse candle.
Right here.
Was I paying attention? Yeah.
Yeah, this just closed, huh?
Yep, like an hour ago or some shit.
Bro, them bastards, bro, they wasn't trying to let me eat last night, bro. I was like, they was tiptoeing around my damn take profit, dog.
But didn't I tell you they were gonna do that though?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I knew it was coming, but I was like, bro, just hit the shit and get it over with. You know what I mean?
That's why I said you gotta go to sleep and don't look at it.
Yep. That's straight up. And I was like, bro, I just need to go ahead and finish cleaning this damn building, get out this motherfucker and go home. Yeah, good shit happens when I'm sleeping, dog. That's all. Hey, I like waking up to money, bro.
And they hit them tips. They hit the tipping points like crazy, too,
really?
right?
Yeah.
They played them things sweet, like they played them fucking sweet. And then I got a one of those candles on the 4. Let me see. Yeah, they did it. Did they fucking retrace? Yeah, they did retrace like I thought they would.
They might do it again.
The 4 hour got a momentum with forming.
Notice how they landed right here.
I
like that behavior. I really like that behavior. And then the fact that they're throwing a wick down. Let's see. There it is. There she blows.
How many pips is that too?
That's what I was just about to check.
You know,
23. It's real tight, but it lets us know what the range is.
You think they might blow to that top one?
Say that again.
Think they might go to that top one, the top tipping point?
Up here?
Yeah, to that tipping point.
I don't really see that as a tipping point.
Because it ain't surrounded yet.
I mean, to me, I don't know. Maybe this one's really hard to explain because it's kind of distinct to me. Like, it just doesn't feel. It's more of like a,
Yeah.
Like look at its length compared to the body. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, it just doesn't really feel tipping point-ish to me. Like, yeah, it could somewhat pass, but I don't know if my gut tells me that's a tipping point for us. I think that might be an overlook.
And then too, it's not enough around it too, huh?
I mean, if anything, it's got momentum for sure, but I just don't think it's a tipping point. It might have too much momentum. Maybe that's the better way to put it.
So you think it just might be a possible structure forming?
Yeah, I think that we have an ability to kind of.
Yeah, gotcha.
But let me look at some of the directional candles that I wasn't really looking for. Directional candles yet. Be nice if this candle was closing sooner. That 4 hour candle could tell us a lot. Honestly, it'd be nice. Well, they've already done 50%.
That's your twice.
I mean, the behavior, like I mentioned, them closing right at the top of this previous tipping point. Me liking that so much, makes me just get juiced up for a buy. Like, when I see something like that, it landing on it perfectly like that, especially with them throwing a little wick to the downside, it kind of just, I get amped about a buy. So my thing is I want to see maybe just a little bit more momentum into this tipping point. Like, I kind of want them to drop back a little bit more and then come back. Because if so, I don't think this orange tipping point is going to matter to us. I don't want it to matter because I mean it's only like 5 pips between here and here. If they're gonna pull some shit like that, then it's not even worth it, you know. But I think that with this type of behavior and with this candle shaping up the way it is, even though there's a lot of time left, mind you, with it shaping up the way it is so far, I really would like to see this be a heavy buy that we can maybe ride. Let's see. Obviously, we got these areas on the 4 hour, but there might be.
It's
We might have something a little bit sooner on the hourly. We're normally trying to look for tipping points on the hourly, but I mean, all this is a giveaway, dead ass, dead to rights.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be an ideal. I like that trade, you know.
And that's
This, I mean, this 5 pip shit is yeah, I mean, you can eat, but I rather it be this little tipping point right here. Uh-oh. This little tipping point right here not matter. And we have the wiggle room to have this much momentum, and then we could juice it forever the fuck we want, you know, because this is about what, 60 pips, maybe more. I didn't really count. So those are the ideal setups. I like those setups that have the potential to be an intraday, but I'm most likely just going to snag my, you know, whatever I want from it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but everyone has their preference, I'm sure.
So I still have my I held my trade from AUD last week, AUD USD last week for our buy, going back to where we had our
and it's heading to that area too.
Right, it is. It's at 71.17. Well, on MC4, but I still have that in mind, so I could play in here twice. It looks like a couple times maybe.
You want to share your screen?
Oh no, I was looking at my MC4. I'm just going off yours what we're looking at.
Okay, 1 second, guys.
I got something pulled up on it if y'all want to look at it.
No importa. My bad. I thought I had to go grab my charger.
Oh, yeah. Because that little area where we got, I had marked 15-minute structure. Well, remember that place where we thought where the momentum was showing, like, oh, they're about to push up. Remember where all those wicks were? Where we were like, I'm gonna take this by. Well, I marked that up, and that ended up that, you know, that was they pushed through down to the bottom of my zone in a 15-minute structure, and it looked like they may be heading to possibly tap that because it's a whipsaw. There's actually a whipsaw that happened on the 4 hour on October the 14th, and they already pushed. They closed above that already. So I kind of had that set too, but it's only, let me see how many pips. That's not that many pips. Well, from the bottom to the top to the bottom, it's like 23 pips. But it's like a pip or two away from the bottom of my zone too. So I had kept that area in mind. And
that's decent. 20-something pips is decent. I'm cool with that.
Honestly, I haven't had a swing trade in a while. A 200 pip trade. So that was nice.
Nemo, look at NZD USD real quick. See what you think about that one. It almost looks exactly like this AUD pair.
They do correlate a lot.
I mean, it looks damn near exactly like it.
Yeah. Wow, they still held my range. I don't even remember when I drew that.
There we go. Perfect.
All right, so what are you seeing?
Well, the daily shows a big momentum candle.
Yeah.
So where I plotted from, it showed about 83 pips if I wanted to play that retrace, but that's a long. I don't think my account can withstand all that shit. That's long as fuck.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
I love those similarities or those whatever you call them.
But they all meet at the same spot.
Oh yeah. They correlate.
Yeah, I had first eyeballed and I looked left. I was like, okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looked like it's the retrace of that big green one to the left too.
Yeah, that the momentum candle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. Wow.
Hey, it's crazy, bro. You got 3 in a row that's all doing 50%. Well, actually,
Hey.
4 in a row.
It's fundamental. That's why.
It's like, yeah, everything did a 50%.
Beautiful.
And they played, and then look, they played above on this green one here, the one you just brought it to, and then they played below over here, and then they may play, but you know they sent a wick over it or whatever. But yeah, exactly.
Mm.
That shit's crazy.
Bam, just like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Clockwork.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
And
like good
then
opportunity right now.
Look, they're clearly holding my previous tipping point.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. I see it to the left.
I don't even remember when I drew this.
Holy shit.
Hold on, let me see what it was lined up with. What was it lined up with?
What was it, hourly?
Maybe.
Because I'm wondering if that shit matched that whipsaw part of that whipsaw too.
I don't know what I was looking at, y'all.
He said,
Holy shit. That man just babe.
Hey, something worked.
Hey, clearly,
I don't see it in the price action though. What was
I didn't.
Wait, right here. Go back. I just saw it. Go back. I just saw it. Right there. Look, right here. Go. Stop. Right there.
Oh.
Right here?
Yeah, you think that might have been it?
Maybe. Hold on.
And it was a little bit higher.
But would I mark that as a tipping point?
Do you consider that an isolated wick?
It's definitely isolated, but
But it's too long.
That's the longest
that's
fuck.
MW.
So if the wick is too long, like what you do, like if
It's just MW.
Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I don't know. Maybe I need to look a little bit further because I don't remember the last time I traded in ZB.
I don't see nothing back there.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know, dog.
he said,
Hey, break me was on the 15-minute, Nemo, or I don't know.
That's too big for a 15. Oh well. I mean, it's lining up somehow. Well, we could delete it for now.
Or you could just delete it and try to find the
Yeah,
one.
get a new one.
I reset.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely play that. I want to try to see what else I can find within that also.
See, like this one, I like this one, even though the length is a little bit good. I think it, in comparison to the body, it's nice and symmetric. You know, like that. That type of shit matters to me. Like even though it seems nitpicky, it matters to me. You know?
It's on the 4 hour.
It is 4 hour as well. So mind you that.
I'm gonna take that in consideration because I was using some of the big ones too. But I would wait till they came and at least played that area though.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I
do-
was thinking.
have you found that they respect it pretty well?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, then keep doing it, because I mean, but me, like when I'm plotting them,
Yeah.
you know how I am about clean charts. So
Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking for that, that hot spot, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm keeping that in consideration because I was
We was
doing
talking about that last night.
Hmm?
So you was talking about that last night.
mm-hmm.
Can we define the tipping point on the higher time frame, like the 4 hour, which you just did, or do it have to be on like the lower time frame?
Normally it's on the hourly. That's like the hot spot for them, but you can find them on the 4 hour as well. Well, let's say for tipping points, it's in order. I would say it'd be 1 hour, 4 hour, 15 in like ranking in importance. Um, I'm normally trying to find that hot spot on the hourly. If I don't have one there, I'm going to try to find one on the 4 hours, my next best option. I'd rather it be on the 4 hour than a 15.
Mhm.
I want the 15 to be like that super pristine, getting real cut and dry, close to like I have no choice type shit,
I have no choice.
To me, like, okay, this one, the 4 hour one. I'll try to use this one as an example. Like, it's a 4 hour tipping point. The market came up to it. I don't really need to know what's happening on a smaller time frame for that. Like that doesn't really become important to me until like okay, let's say they've hit here like they did. And then now I'm trying to find a way to ride back down. I don't do sell limits. So I'm not going to set a sell limit there or just do a market execution. So I might use a 15 in that scenario to try to find something, in the lower time frame to make it pristine. But like the real goal was to find where the biggest rejection was going to be. So once I get my directional candle involved, it's like, all right, I'm good. This is how I'm handling the tipping point. Like, I want to know, is this shit going to be strong or not? Is it actually a tipping point? I don't want to bank on a weak ass, 15 minute and end up getting screwed. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, like this, it's a nice MC. So I'm already thinking, okay, there might be a 50% retrace. When I see that 4 hour, I'm like, all right, I want that shit to actually have impact. If this directional candle is, the momentum is actually going to play out from it, if that flux is going to flow into the market from the higher time frame directional candle, I want this tipping point to be a fucking Tonka trunk or a brick wall for this shit to make sure that I have double confirmation. That makes sense, guys?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I want you to critique this one for me, because I marked this up and I want to know if I set my entry too early.
Okay. So tell me.
So I went down to the 5 and the 15. I marked some tipping points that I thought I saw there.
Well, first, let's see if there's anything that you could have
I
used.
don't know if I caught one on the hourly or not. I don't remember. I just did it about an hour ago.
One so far.
That's one right there, right? Yep. They look like they bounce. Yep.
This shit. All right. So yeah, like, I don't know if I might have considered this. I don't know if I would have seen it as like a tipping point. I would have maybe just seen it as like, all right, if anything, I'm just maybe set like a quick little sell below that. I don't know if I would have taken anything up here. Let me look at your 15, what you were saying though.
All right.
Okay, so this helps. I would have definitely ate this up. Where's my? No, wrong color. I would have ate this up.
Yeah, I got that one.
So
I definitely marked that one.
That this definitely made your trade a little bit more tricky. You realize that, right? I want you to kind of, or somebody chime it out. Somebody that ain't talked much. Help Eris out.
Where'd you take it at?
Well, I marked it up exactly how Nemo has it.
And what
So
were you
that
thinking
green
about entering?
So I got entered at 66.34.5.
Well, I see that whipsaw right there.
Sell stop.
Yeah, sell stop.
So 66.34.5. Okay, so you're down here.
Yeah, I wanted to play it safe.
I would ride this pink one. Okay, so now that we know your entry, that helps. Very well done. I would say you're a little bit far, you know.
Right.
You don't have to be that careful, but very, very well done, I would say, in terms of the thinking process. Because like you did have your big 4 hour, which is our orange.
Yeah.
And then this one was an hourly.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually lucky to have every one. And then this one was a 15. So in my personal opinion, I wouldn't have cared about it within this area because it's just kind of a clusterfuck. Like I have to fight either this and this, or actually I don't want to make it dirty. I would have to fight this and this if I wanted to try to play this whole range.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like if I do get to this low, let me actually count it before I jump to conclusions. Hold on. 66.57. Yeah, that's 5 pips of wiggle room. You get what I'm saying? So like either you're fighting this low or you're fighting this high. You know, so let's count it from the top now. You have a little bit more wiggle room on the top. 66.
I think it's about 17 pips, maybe 16. Oh, that one. Never mind. I don't know how much that one is.
It's about 9. So with spread, you're looking at 7 to 8 pips. So even then, it's not really all that worth it. So like this is 7 to 8, and then this one was 5 to maybe 6. You know, so it's like if you bounce here, you only got this bit of wiggle room, and then if they do come up, you only got this bit of wiggle room.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you can't eat off of that, and I'm sure, you know, there's times that you might want to just, you know, do that shit. You got time. I don't know. But I try not to deal with those types of setups. I rather wait for them to go ahead and break the real tipping point down here, and then just make sure we got our blue line. This was the 50% retrace. So let me put that up there. And then you've got this as your potential target.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that, 66? My eyes going cross-eyed and everything.
That shit's tiny, bro. That shit, well, on my screen is tiny, dog.
I'm tired, that's why. All right, so 66.45. And then if we were to put maybe a couple pips below that. So let's do like 44. So 10 pips higher than where you were.
I can modify.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, you wouldn't think about this right here?
I didn't even notice.
Because it go to the, and it comes to the 50 right here.
It's on the 15 though. If they break this hourly tipping.
Oh yeah, the momentum. I see what you're saying. The momentum will push it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would really be all that concerned. I mean, like it might be a point where you can see it as like, all right, this is where I'm going to do my checks and balances.
Yeah, for sure.
That's kind of like my thought process would be like, all right, it's if it does start hitting, what's the top side of this? If it starts hitting 66.38 and starts slowing down, throwing me a wick or something, maybe I'll just call this one quits. Like maybe it's just a shitty day, you know? But I think that like if they, especially knowing that we got the 50% retrace way the fuck down here, and then this is the hourly tipping point, I think they would have enough momentum to break through that. I mean, in theory, I would think so.
Yeah, so that may just be a little lag where they just may slow up a little bit, then maybe push on through.
Right. Yeah, you know, they might play within it, play a number 2 scenario or something, and then continue to dump, or you know, just that you could set like a call level, or something like that. You know, the app call levels, and just like remind yourself to double check on the trade when it gets to that area.
All right. Well, that's all I need. I was one I was looking at.
That makes sense to everybody?
Yeah.
I got something.
What's good?
Oh yeah, you on your check. Can I you check Euro CAD? Okay. So that's how you got to.
Me with these old markups.
Hey, bro, you leave them there. You never know. They be coming right back to them, dog.
Man.
Found it a couple times.
So I talked with Darius about this one yesterday, because it was a certain scenario. Yes, so that's a day candle. So yesterday, basically, you see that momentum wick right there.
Yep.
So basically, it was like that. But if you go to the you go to the 4 hour. Okay, yeah. Before that, you see that big ass damn. There was a momentum candle there somewhere on the 4 hour. Basically, it was a situation on the higher time frame. There was a long ass momentum wick. On a 4 hour, you had a momentum candle at going for the buy, but you also had the momentum wick in the day candle giving a sell indication. But you see clearly it bought up. So me and Justin basically did the trade yesterday. See, our biases were for the buy, but I don't know. I guess the market was like fiddling around. We were both tired, and it was looking like it was just trying to go down at the moment. So Slick like missed on the buy opportunity, because we just went to sleep and woke up mad as fuck. Like, but at the yeah. I know.
This shit, nah,
But
Yeah.
but it's crazy because initially I was against it, but I asked Darius, Justin, he had the initial bias for the buy, so I was just like thinking, my mindset was I was looking at the day candle, the day chart the day structure over the 4 hour, because I was like, okay, I see a long ass wick on the day structure, and that's just you see the 4 hour momentum candle on the 4 hour, but Justin did his analysis and changed my mind. But yeah, it basically went that direction eventually. It fucking crushed the fucking wick.
Yeah.
Clearly, as you can see on the day chart.
So basically, you guys, if to kind of like you know,
Yeah, it was a lot going on with that.
you guys saw this momentum candle happen, right? The red
Right,
one. And then you were like, all right, we think it's going to be a buy, but you
right.
end up falling asleep. So you didn't actually end up taking the trade.
Because it's like in the moment, okay, it was 4 hours. In the moment, it was like freaking everything was looking like a sell. Because okay, if you go to the day candle, it kind of gets you thinking differently. Because go to the day
Yeah,
chart,
you got that momentum wick.
yeah, you see that
Mhm.
like that. Yeah, that didn't happen yet, but you see that long ass momentum candle, and it didn't do a 50%. And we're talking about the day structure. So in the moment, it was like okay, shit, you know what I
Right,
mean? So
right.
yeah. Any other scenario, I would have buy easy, but it kind of it's changing your bias, you know.
Yeah.
So what would you do, Nemo, in that predicament? Like
I
that's
mean,
what I'm asking.
this one was a little tricky. I mean, the one thing I would say is did you guys consider the structure at all? That could have maybe affected your thinking process. It's kind of hard to like completely say what I would have done, but
Right.
because I wasn't looking at the trade and blah blah blah. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if I try my best to just be realistic,
Right.
I would have maybe considered the fact that I was at the bottom of structure,
Okay.
so I would have already had that buy bias, you
Okay.
know. Um, yes, the directional candles are like our bread and butter,
Uh-huh.
right? Shit, you can make a ton of money just following those, like if
Right.
you're patient enough. However, we still can't, disregard all the other steps because there's a reason to it, So
Right.
like if we're marking this up like why is my annotate hidden? There it goes. If we're marking this up like, the little buy and sell sheet,
Right.
that one little tip off on the buy side of just knowing that it was at the bottom of structure could have been the make or break in your trade
Uh-huh.
to give you that confidence to stay in on that buy and go ahead and let the motherfucker fly throughout the night. You feel me?
Okay.
But I mean, it's like a live and learn. That one, I would say that is tricky though. Like I would have probably seen that 50% retrace too and been like, okay, like maybe it's not the time, or maybe I would have sat on my hands. I don't know. But I at least you didn't lose money. Um, it seems like you had the right thinking process. It's just, I would say you wanna make sure that you
Tally sheet.
That's the
yeah,
one. That's the one too. Remember where we were saying that they may even come back to the where the wick is. Remember?
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even know they did that. They may play through that whole wick.
Yeah, they played through the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they
Tell
said
on my
fuck the
buy.
MW.
That's the 20-30%.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, just unlucky.
Okay. So
Yeah,
basically, next time consider the structure mode.
Just
bas-
consider everything.
yeah, basically
Okay.
just the
Yeah.
tally sheet. Cause the initial buy was a buy. It's just like when it was playing around at the bottom of that wick when the day counter first formed,
You
and
second
then
guessed.
then yeah, we started second guessing. It was like about 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it
Um,
was.
about
Yeah,
tired. I'm just now getting off work, so I'm just like, so my whole thinking just got fucked up. Then, so I started. I'm gonna be honest, I just got lazy. Then I was like, you know what, the day counter says momentum wick, so let's go on here for a sale. But yeah, like you said, just make sure we do the tally sheet to keep that overall confidence in our direction.
yeah, and I mean, I think like even though the tally sheet it seems silly, I think that it could be I mean, no one's really reported back yet, and it's not enough time that's passed, but I think that it could be really powerful just knowing, like, hey, seeing it on paper, I took a buy because of this, like, and so that then like I feel like it just does something differently in your mind. I mean, I don't know. At least it makes sense
Oh yeah,
in theory, so that then if you're ever getting to that point, you're tired or whatever's going through your head, you can look at that tally sheet and be like, all right, all I got to do is just trust. Like it's not my job to try to force or bend whatever. All I have to do is just set what's on my fucking paper. And keep it
Stick
simple.
to it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, you know, this shit hard. You gotta work and trade. Like it's like as if the market
I'm
makers they know
I
when you
know the
they know
grind,
when
bro.
you going to sleep. They know when you working.
He
They
says.
They're watching you, brother.
Yeah,
They see
yeah.
everything.
Hey, Torrance, that's
Sound
how I
like the
felt last
fucking
night, bro.
Grinch.
They knew I was about to go into that building, dog. They
they
was like,
know
oh,
they
you gotta
like
press
okay.
that.
Hey, let's hold up, bro. He about to go to work. We'll move when he
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
Like, bro, it's just
already.
yo.
Man, me and Darius, we discussed a group chat for war room members. So that could be helpful. You know, like if you guys are ever looking at charts, you see something, you could just post about it in the chat. You know, everybody's there, you know, sharing profits and shit. Group chats, they can be a lot of fun, but I get overwhelmed by shit like that nowadays. So me and Darius have had a talk to make sure that there's a balance.
Yeah, that Telegram shit was overwhelming, cuz there's a
Man,
lot of motherfuckers in that one.
yeah, hundreds. I mean, even with this being intimate, like I don't like the buzz.
Right.
I keep my shit on do not disturb all day long. Never take
Yeah.
it off.
Know how that go.
So yeah, the buzz, it gives me anxiety. So but me and Darius, we talked it out, and then, you know, I think it eventually starts to kind of take care of itself as we grow and blah blah blah. You guys will kind of know to put people on game as they come in, and you know the culture will continue. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, what do you guys think? That sounds pretty helpful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
that
I'm so
might
excited,
help.
bro.
And then at least like if you're at work or some shit, you could sneak over, you know, ask a quick question if somebody's on the chart for you. I don't know, like it's a brotherhood.
Yeah.
At least until we get a chicken here or two. I don't know. But cool.
Hey, bro, I'm always my background, bro. At work, it always got the charts up, and I'm always on that motherfucker. There ain't no sneaking for me, bro. My boss right there, like, how much money you make? So I was like, bro, chill, just chill. Just let me work this shit, bro. Just chill.
Hey man, I know the grind though. Trust me.
Bro.
I fucking paid my dues in that. I understand it entirely. I mean, I definitely think it's harder if you don't have a desk job.
Yeah.
Or if you got one of those jobs where like
Shit.
you're on your neck.
No shit.
Nemo, cause I just got a desk job, but the problem is they fucking, you know, I'm a government job. They block TradingView for some reason. I guess that's a
Damn.
bad website. They see, I thought I had more time to be on the charts, cause when I got the news, I told Doss, I was like, man, I'm gonna be on the charts more. We good, you know.
They want you to re-up. They said that
Turn
once
us up.
they
Put
don't-
TradingView in, site blocked. Like, goddamn. All right.
they block everything.
Do any other chart services work?
I don't. TradingView is the only one I know. Is there any other?
I don't know if you can pull up currencies, but I think there's like stockcharts.com. It might only be for stocks.
Okay.
But you know,
I think Yahoo might do currencies too, right?
Anything that the government don't know about, they'll help me.
That's gonna be
So
hard
I
to do,
mean,
cuz.
this shows you a little bit. It's not the same, of course. I think what was another one? You did say Yahoo.
Yeah, Yahoo might do.
Try to just like type in maybe the pair. I don't know.
And just find something that's compatible.
Yeah, Daily FX, investing.com. I don't know.
And the thing is, I don't got
That's
service
tough,
in my
though.
office, like, cause when I'm in the office, like, you know, my computer's on that 1X shit, so I gotta like walk outside to look at the chart or something.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm fucked over either way.
Well, shit. what do you normally work? What you know about?
I'm in the I'm in the Air Force, so I'm in I work for a civilian engineering squadron. I'm basically an electrician, but like right now I just got a computer job. But it's
Like
just
your hours.
my hours. Oh, 7 to 4. My
Asian session.
yeah, yeah,
Bro, 7 to 4 every day.
yeah, every day.
Bro,
Bruh,
just do.
I wish I had your hours.
Do the schedule I did. I've told you it before.
Like it
That's
just about.
literally the exact schedule that I had when I was working a job. Although I was able to look at my charts all day.
But I can't do that.
Yeah, a little different. But what you can do is you get home, maybe take you a good 3-hour nap or sleep until like 9, you know? Really, like, if you could get a full 8 hours, bro, and be able to trade London session, or like you could get a good night's sleep and be able to trade London session. But I mean, I don't know. Like it just comes down to like what your body can handle. But like what I would do if I were in that situation is I would work my job, come home, maybe get like a good workout in so I could fall straight asleep, eat a bunch of food, something like that, and then go to sleep until London session.
See, Nemo, I had this fire ass plan, bro. Like if I was get out the military and go back to Georgia with Doss, I was about to have me do 12-hour schedules. Like one had the first 12 hours, one had the second 12 hours.
Yeah,
Like
because
one
he's
of
the
them,
night owl. I'm like the morning person. Like
I'm
I'll
the
get up
night
for the
person.
New York session.
I was like that. Well, that would be a good ass plan because throughout the whole day during the trading week, one of us is on those charts.
I see. Well, shit, I don't know, brother.
Later down the road.
Keep pushing, man.
This shit, man, I know you've been through it before, but this work and forex and other shit is just when this shit's just stacking, bro.
I hear you, bro. Hey, I'm in the same boat, T.
Yeah, it's a grind, bro. I work 2 jobs right now.
Hey,
and I get up trying to learn and keep up with everybody else in the group, as we keep going. Shit just a grind, man. But it's just temporary though.
Yeah, you gotta make it work.
It is temporary.
It's in the mind.
Hey, we about to be on Nemo status in a minute, bro. Shit, we about to be on Nemo status in a minute, bro.
Up there.
Hell yeah. I believe in y'all, man. Honestly, I've had the opportunity to connect with each one of you individually, which is nice. I think Raquan's probably the only one that I haven't like actually had a session with yet, but like we still talk. And I believe in y'all, man. You guys could get through this shit. Like it might be a little challenge right now, but as long as you're not quitting, that's the only thing that matters. All it takes is like those 1 or 2 good trades to like really take things to the next level for you to have like you a little stack, you know what I'm saying? Like you could maybe like, you got to understand once you get to a certain point, like let's say you got $5,000 in your account. All right. You're starting to get to a point where like, and especially if you're consistent, obviously performance matters, but if you're consistent, you got about $5,000, you could take a little bit more risk and stuff like that. You start stacking up $2-3,000 types of trades. I mean, a couple of those, like you got 10, 15 stacks. If you in like one thing, bro, like, okay, like, and this has nothing to do with forex. This is just like a personal like financial tip that has helped me, because I came into a lot of money very quickly, and I didn't know exactly what I was doing with it because I'm first generation to be, millionaire or whatever I am on paper. And like the one thing I call it the big 3, like if you get any type of bread, like any type of fat stack, pay your fucking rent months in advance, rent, mortgage, whatever, pay that shit months in advance. You get any type of stack, pay that shit in advance because you're going to have that shit regardless. Like, you know how they say pay yourself first? This is like one of those pay yourself first to me. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to pay my shit at months and months in advance because if I'm an entrepreneur. I could be up one day, down the next. You know what I'm saying? Especially as in trading, you know, you don't want to be thinking about your bills coming up and trying to keep a level head with trading. You feel me? You got a trade that's going into heavy drawdown, and then now you're looking at your savings account like, damn, I'm gonna have to come up out the savings. I thought I was gonna be up this, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit with your site.
Oh shit.
Your rent, your food. I'm big advocate of meal prep services. Like, I'm not saying that you have to if you like cooking, whatever, but I would just automate your shit, pay that shit in advance, just like you pay your rent, because like you have to eat, and having that meal prep shit, if you deliver it and then, you know, you just take it out and you have more time for your, you know, for your other shit, you don't take much time. You feel me? And then if you got any debt, just pay that shit in fat chunks. So then like if you got a car payment, you know, you've got that shit paid up 2-3 months in advance, just like your rent. So now let's say you got all these, the big three taken care of, you come up on another 3K. That's all to your trading account, bro. You know, you have a really good week in the markets, all your other shit's paid for. You feel me? Right. So it's like, now you can start thinking about, okay, like I'm actually in a position to take some chances now. My rent's paid up 3 months. I just had a really good week in the markets. I'm up maybe, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 grand, you know, let's say 6. You make 6K in the markets, your rent's paid for the next 3 months, and you got 6K, you might be in a position to quit your job. Everybody's living means is different. You feel me? Like, it doesn't take a lot. You just have to have the mindset and the strategy for it to simplify your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I keep telling myself, bro, all I need right now, I have the confidence there, but my confidence is through the roof right now with this trading shit, bro. And I keep telling myself, bro, all I need is the capital, bro. Once I get the capital, I'm done. You know what I mean? And seeing this shit right here, bro, that just more confirmation, because you know what I'm talking about? It's just more confirmation for me, because I do my practice trades and they mirror my actual live account trades. But I've done more of my practice account with TradingView. But I keep telling people, they walk by, they're like, damn, you got 200 here, 400 here, 800 here. Like, yeah, bro. All I need is a capital, and I can risk my account mindfully. But bro, all I gotta do is do it, and I'm getting there, bro. I done grew my account $300 in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Never done that before. So I told Nemo this, bro. I was like, bro, 2020 is a whole different type of year for me, bro. I did myself this last year probably to be at work like a normal 9 to 5, and then I'm out.
Hey, claim it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like the whole point of me explaining this is just to hopefully you get a nugget or two out of it on how, like, because if the job shit is in your way, don't let it, you know, stay the excuse. You know, you just might have to make some adjustments. Like, yo, if I use whatever extra time I have to go out and Uber for a few hours, like I did. That's how I quit my job too. You know, I went out and Uber. Like, if I go out and Uber, or I do Postmates, or if I sell some shit and I just start putting that money towards my rent, and then I'm putting a little bit towards my brokerage account, you know, however you do your finances, and you're knocking out your big 3, bro, like, you're going to realize you have so much more room for activities. I love using that. For real though, like, seriously, like, and honestly, I think that this is a prescription for the lifestyle that you guys are trying to step into as full-time traders. Like, make sure that this shit is taken care of. It doesn't matter how much money you start making in trading. It's better to just have this shit taken care of. So then, and then hopefully eventually number 3 goes away. and then all you have to care about is your rent and your food. You just automate that shit, and you don't have to think about it. And like you have a big up in the market, you pay the things that are going to be there regardless, and then everything else falls into place.
Word.
Nuggets,
shit.
bro. Nuggets,
That's some
bro.
real shit.
Nuggets, bro.
The discipline.
That's all
Already.
it is.
Oh
Man.
yeah.
It doesn't stop when you make $1 million either. Trust me. Like it continues. You have to. I'd rather you guys learn this shit now. And you take it forever, whatever it's worth to you. You know?
Or you
At that
could
point,
just
I keep going.
you could just open the fans only, and then
Oh, hey, hold up.
Hey,
Hold up.
keep your toes off.
Hey, only fan page.
I'm just fucking.
Hey, no, actually, like I've been on Instagram. I know there's a lot of damn females been creating only fan pages during this Corona shit.
Oh, bro, already.
But it could be
Excellent.
fans only forex edition.
Forex edition.
Man, you know how Tyga, he just dropped a song called OnlyFans, I think.
Oh, damn.
And I don't know if he dropped the video yet, but I saw he was posting all these like nude pictures and shit. And one of the chicks, man, I know one of the chicks, she's one of the top 1% only, like in OnlyFans. I met her this past summer. And like, I'm like, damn, like these chicks are really out here creating like whole careers off this shit. Like, yeah, you hear about it, but like when you see it, damn.
They coming up off
Crazy.
of it.
Coronavirus hit, they was getting paid.
Yeah.
Big ups, bro. Big ups. And it's not little money either. They clocking in 100K months and shit.
Yeah. It's
Trader
stupid.
money.
That's unfair, bro. Girl, they just gotta look good. Man, gotta work.
At all. If they're smart, you know what they
Boy.
doing. But yeah. All right, what else y'all want me to look at? Or if there's anybody else that wants to, Darius, you wanna pull up your charts or anything? I want to load another bowl.
And pull up something. Let me see what I got.
Be right back.
Unless one of you fellas got something. Oh shit. What did they just do right here? Oh, here goes one. I'll show this one. It's Euro USD. Oh shit, y'all can't even see. Oh, he did say it, but I can't even show it to you. Yeah, I can't share it yet. It's still disabled.
Oh, gotta wait for Nemo to come back, huh?
Yeah, because I can't even share a screen yet.
You right.
What trades y'all been in? Like any specific thing y'all been in? I know BNE and Torrance. Ben, GJ. What y'all been in?
You can share now, bro.
Oh, cool.
I had a sell stop for GBP USD, but it ended up shooting up, so I ended up not having anything.
It is. Wait, I think this is 4 hours. Oh shit. Here go some on Euro USD. Let me see what else I got. GBP. They went past that. Euro USD. Yeah, I got this one drawn up, but I've been looking at I've been stuck on AUD USD. That's the one I've been like, you know, that's the one I've been really, really into. Actually, let me go reiterate on that one. Let me see. They go,
Starting like the AUD crosses a lot more than AUD itself. AUD is starting to feel like Jappy.
mhm.
This year it has. It's felt like Jappy. Like Jappy kind of became like that distant cousin.
That's fucked up, bro.
So
Got some memories with him, but you know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up, bro.
yeah, so yeah, y'all excuse. Oh no, that was a damn tipping point. Anyway, so there was that on the daily? Was that whipsaw on the daily? Oh no. I marked up. I did this. God damn, that's a long count.
Shit. Today Wednesday too.
And y'all excuse the rainbow going on here. So yeah, yesterday we were on this one. We already went over it, obviously, but it's the main one I've been on. I've been looking at, and so the bottom, I drew a structure here. This is it right here. I wanted to erase some of my lines. Um, this is it, like bouncing in between here. That's it right there. Oh no, wrong one. I'm sorry. Yeah, right here. Actually, right here. It was a structure back here when I first marked it. And they closed that candle right here. The retrace of it kind of closed right through that zone on the 15 minute or whatever. So now, I mean, we kind of went over it already, so I don't know. I don't know what else to kind of talk about. I did draw a tipping point. I had a 1 hour tipping point from way. I want to say it probably was. There we go to go over what Nemo was saying again about how Quan asked about how far back we should go, but I was gonna say to reverse that. I noticed when I pull some of them forward a little bit with current price action, they kind of, we like I said, we went over that already, but like they playing around with it. See what I'm saying? And then they bounced
Oh,
off.
wait, what you mean?
Huh?
So wait, I kind of missed it.
No, I was saying, oh shit, I said that wrong. They had. Let me go back to the. Oh, here we go. Let me go back to the day. My bad, y'all. I've been smoking this damn CBD. I'm kind of. So yesterday, yeah, yesterday, yeah, man. I'm kind of like I'm like lax as hell. I'm kind of like yeah. Well, we treated this, huh?
So I've been smoking the CBD.
Yeah. So okay, so yeah, because I'm trying to gather where I want to start because we kind of already like cleared on this one. Well, what I did yesterday, well, what we did because we were on, the fellas who were on, we treated this kind of like a whipsaw because of what they did, and I guess I just, I drew these black lines here to correlate. I found let me just go through the motions. But it's so many lines, I'm like confusing my goddamn self. Go through. So This is a, yeah, that's what they did. They finally broke and closed above,
the top of the whipsaw.
yes, above the top. That's what I was trying to get to. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, they finally, and then they hit to my 1 hour tip. This is what I was trying to get to. They hit here. Fuck, who is it? Let me tell you. Here we go. You see, they didn't actually close. They hit it, but they didn't close above my 1 hour tipping point. And then they came. It's fucking. And these 4 hour candles. Let me go to the hour and see what's going on. How they playing? And see, they're playing around that that whipsaw, the top of that. I called it. I had labeled it opposing momentum wick / whipsaw. You know, to keep it honest. That's how I labeled it. But you see, they playing around that right here.
By dropping that wick down there.
By dropping the wick down there. I mean, I'll see how this close or whatever. But this here is actually the top of a zone. Don't let this confuse y'all. Let me break it down real quick because
I'm trying to follow your voice more than the drawings.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I follow the drawings, I'll get confused. So just as long as you talk in your steps, I'm following.
Okay, yeah. So so basically this right here is the top of a 15-minute structure right here. Right. Let me make sure. That's the 15 zone. Let's use the ugly drawing. All right. So, oh, I forgot this.
You're good. You're sure.
All right. So that is that. Let me zoom out. Yep. Okay. There we go. So that's a 15-minute zone, and this is the bottom. So this was basically the structure right here. But within that, in the middle of that, was also my 4 hour zone, the zone for my 4 hour. So I kind of correlated them a little bit to, you know, to see what was going on. But now I'm waiting for, let me see what the direction was. Oh yeah, it's a fucking
Shit, move.
huh?
Are you trying to go for a sale, Darius?
Well, I was basically what we talked about yesterday. I guess I can just kind of reiterate because I haven't, like, since yesterday, I haven't looked to see what was gonna happen other than what I was expecting. Okay, thank you for asking that question because I'm having a dumbfounded moment. Not that I don't know what's going on, but what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for because it did correlate. This is the, here we go. This is the bottom of my 15-minute zone right here.
And it
My
matches.
structure. And it matches. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, y'all. So if I have a moment of retardation, it's because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. So what I was looking for, especially with that wick, seeing as they had that wick, they gave us this wick right here. And, you know, Nemo will tighten me up if he got to. Saying as they, you know, they already created like a little counterbalance with those momentum wicks, you know, almost like a whipsaw. You know, you see we got this big ass wick here. They left us this right here. They actually passed through my 1 hour tipping point and then pulled back down. And you see they coming through my zone now of my structure. I was thinking maybe even looking at a possible sale opportunity, maybe to ride through here. But I got to consider too, this right here, this 4 hour, this is the bottom zone of a 4 hour. You see what I'm saying? So I considering all that, I was looking to see, if it may be some some opportunities in there. But I can't, like I said, I just was in the mode of watching it. I wasn't really gonna take a trade yet. I was gonna just like um remember I told y'all I'm waiting on my Hugo's weight. Like I got my funds pinned in there now. So with traders weight, I'm just kind of dry trading right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, for these few days, I just put it in today or whatever. But yeah, I'm definitely looking for them to come. Let me measure this shit. So that's that. Let me look from the bottom. Then from the top. So that's about 20 something pips, 27 pips, for the retrace. I was looking to possibly play that and see how that may go. Look at that and dry trade that and see how that work out. But like I said, there's a lot of things in the middle here to consider, especially like I said, for opportunities for scalping. Like I see those like a motherfucker. And let me just do that. Whereas like with me, I would let me get these motherfuckers. Whereas with me, I don't know where this blue line came from. So yeah, oh yeah, that's top of the zone. So I would definitely look to, I guess, play at least, this is what I would do. I would definitely look to at least play it to right here, possibly play it right here, saying it's within that zone. But I also would have to keep in mind that they may, they may break down to the zone and bounce. So I guess what I'm saying is this is enough for me to look at, but I would have to watch for areas like here to see if they may bounce. Here, here, I guess there's a lot there I have to clear before they get to the 50% retrace for what I marked up or whatever. But like Nemo hit up earlier, we can go to the hourly and see what the momentum carrying on the hourly, which I'll do. You see they were tiptoeing around pretty much right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now these wicks right here do give me enough indication and this right here that they may break through this zone. You know what I'm saying? And
actually, let me chime in right there.
Go ahead.
That green momentum wick, when we first started talking about this, that was like at the very beginning of the session, right?
Yeah,
so that just closed 30 minutes ago.
But this one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just closed, right?
Yeah, that one just closed.
Really see because the X's.
Let me delete it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So okay. Yeah. I mean, that's good. It kind of confirms what we were talking about then.
And yeah, that's why I said I would at least look for them to break. Like I said, for me, depending on, and like I was talking to y'all yesterday, I love scalping. That's not a lot of wiggle room, but I would clean that up. You know what I'm saying? With enough, with enough momentum or whatever.
Well, wait. What?
Huh?
Okay, so 15-minute zone.
Yeah. Because remember, this is not a tip. This is the top of the zone. Remember, I had
okay.
now you see where I was stumbling too, because it's like I throw myself off with all these goddamn. Yeah, that's why I was like taking my time too, because I'm like, damn, I done confused myself. Because when we drew this up, I was talking through it like fluently, but now looking back at it, it's like, goddamn it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this
so,
is.
I mean, even with your markups, then it still meets in the middle with what we were talking about earlier, because you're kind of You're talking about breaking here,
Mm-hmm.
and then um,
This is the 4 hour zone. Remember right here, this pink.
And then this is that 5 pips that we were talking about.
Mhm.
And then even though this is a little bit smaller than how I had my top side, that was my, what was it, 8 to 9 pips or 7 to 8. And then this one was like 5 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it matches up. Even though you, um, even
Yeah,
though you're
mine.
just a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah. On this one, I got it. Yeah, because that's this right here. This pink section right here
This
is
is
actually the 4 hour zone. Yeah, that's the bottom of the 4 hour zone. I mean, that's the actual 4 hour zone. I'm sorry. Hold on one second.
okay. And then on my analysis, it was just a tipping point.
Mm-hmm. And you made that the tipping point for the 4 hour, right? Or was that for the hour?
I don't remember. But I remember the ping pong little.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it correlate. Which I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It just like that's why I said. So sometimes when I get like if I'm drawing it as we talking, then I can kind of flow. But then when I'm coming back looking at it, it's like, God damn, I put too many damn colors.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm used to used to you. You know, I understand you loud and clear.
He's like, why you draw so many damn lines?
I'm gonna always make fun of you for that.
Yeah.
But no, like I always tell you guys, like whatever works for you, just don't stray too far from the principles. It's not gonna fail you. You know, like it's at the end of the day, it's data. I've said that over and over and over. It's data. So however you process that data, your mind's a computer. You just Force Fortune Factory or these steps is just the upload, you know?
Because this what we were on yesterday. What ain't this about right, y'all? Where we were at yesterday?
Looks about right. Yeah, it looks about right.
Yeah, this
we
is
was
what I
working,
was
yeah.
actually
It was
drawing as
down
we
now.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we were
Yep.
like talking yesterday.
And then that little that impulse move right there, it shot up and yeah.
Yeah, and they actually
Yeah,
like all I want to say because it was like, was it around here? We got through, what am I on the hour? Yeah, it was like right here.
Yeah, it was in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but we drew this up yesterday.
Prior
You
to.
can type up on my fucking tipping points too.
Yeah, with shit, what that called?
Yeah, it was at about. Yeah, because what made me draw that? Yeah, what the fuck made me draw that? Was that on the hourly? Oh, it was an hourly. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, this is what made me draw that for the hourly. Yes, and you can tell me if I was right in my thinking. I can tell you this. Oh shit. Right here. Yeah. So this correlated, right? I made this like would you consider this? Would you consider this like a tip over right here? Because I marked those like tipping points.
Oh yeah, typically.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them too. Like, remember, because I remember you was like, yeah, especially if you get two of them. So it correlated pretty much with the bottom of that little whipsaw zone I created or whatever, or we created, because we all talked about it. And what we ended up doing was making that a tipping point. And then I saw this right here. I think that's the one I saw, and did that. We got this momentum candle, did a 50% retrace. And they actually came up. I found a tipping point on the 15. I marked it either I can go to it, I guess, but it's kind of confusing. I marked it either here or here, the 15-minute tipping point. Go to it and see. And they pretty much bounced. Yeah, here we go. And I did that like overlapping it just to, oh shit. What was that? What was that tipping? Oh yeah, here we go. This the one I drew. I drew this after the fact. That's what I did. So yeah, 86 that. I think that, yeah. Okay, that's what happened. Exactly. Okay, so I drew that 15-minute tipping point because price action had already passed, past like here or whatever, and we had the 50% retrace. Well, I drew the 15-minute tipping point because of something, I want to say here, and we can go to it now. I'm telling you, man, we was talking through this more fluid yesterday, believe it or not. Like it was like flowing like butter.
Yeah, that lined up with that wick.
Yeah, and yeah, here we go. This is what happened. So after it passed through those tipping points, right? It oh yeah, this is the one I was looking for. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what I was looking for. See, that's why I said too many fucking lines. This area right here was a tipping point, and I might have used, like, I think I might have used this one or the one far back, and I think that is when they bounced, and then they came back and made. We did this retrace candle. We did a retrace on this one for the 15. Yeah, see, I'm getting confused now because I drew up so much shit. So this red line was the retrace I made for the 15-minute candle. And it basically correlated with this over here. See how they bounced around on that. And then they shot through the 15-minute tipping point. That was the retrace, pretty much the retrace on that. And then you see they bounced again here. Did this number here. This, I'm telling you, I'm sounding retarded, but we drew this shit up yesterday. I'm telling you, we drew all this shit up yesterday. And I want to say this was another tipping point I drew up. Actually, no, remember y'all, this was that line, like what Nemo said earlier. Remember I drew that random rectangle and couldn't remember what the fuck it was for? This was a random rectangle I had saw from something back. And look what they did again. They bounced here, bounced. We were looking to see if it was gonna be a possible like sale, but then E was in a buy, I think, and he was thinking, hey, should I, hold on to it? And we got confirmation, and he held on to it. They went up. But yeah, that's pretty much what was going on, man.
I was in some drawdown
I talked through it way more because I'm more of them, one of them. I talk through stuff more as it's happening, and yeah, that's what we did. We drew this shit up, and it like correlated, like every line I drew was for a reason. I gotta fucking remember that. Yeah.
Everything you did yesterday happened. Everything we said yesterday happened.
It happened, yeah. And so don't y'all excuse me. I'm a little brain fog looking at all these lines, but everything we pretty much said yesterday, before it happened, the shit actually happened. And we were like doing this shit like drawing it up before it happened and like basically putting in the principles you were talking about. And
strategy works, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, because that's because you kept saying that shit, Darius. I'm not making this shit up. Like,
yeah, because yeah. That's why I say I think what I'm gonna start doing, because like I'm more fluent. Like I can go back and like talk through trades and stuff, yeah. But my mind gets to ticking so rapid when we doing this shit. I'm more.
You know what you should do, Darius? We might have to talk after this. I'm gonna I want to show you a trick that I think would be really good for the type of trader you are. I think you'll appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't think it. That's what I said. They'll tell y'all, like, I'm not like stuck like that. Because we actually was talking through this shit. It's just now that I'm coming back to it, like we were processing so much information that like now I'm trying to go back through it. Like we didn't even have time to like write notes. We was like doing this shit live. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead.
Yo, look at current price.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. And what did they do? They bouncing. Let me zoom in for y'all.
Nah, it's happening like now.
What the fuck is this red box? I think that's an hour on something. Well, yeah, I draw up a lot of shit from noticing a lot of shit, and they end up bouncing and coming to it, and you know.
Did that shit just drop in 15 minutes, 10 pips?
Still dropping. It
Well,
broke the zone that we talked about, or the tipping point, I think.
Damn, that's an easy scout right there.
And now,
oh yeah, they broke the zone. They broke the 15-minute zone, right? The one I was like, I'll take. Yeah, they cleared it. The one I was like, I'll look for them to do that and break this. What we all talked about it earlier, but I'm saying the one I was going through. Yeah.
I still have the mock up, right?
Can y'all see it good?
Yo, I'm about to take the screen really quick.
Go ahead.
Emo looking, he thinking.
Well, now I wanted to see it on my chart.
Yeah, because I got a lot of shit going on. I already know.
Wait, Nemo, what's that blue?
Hey, was hurting this shit.
Hey, that shit
I'm
had
just
me
playing,
like,
bro. You know, I'm playing.
no, it's real though. I told them too. I was like, man, I be drawing up so much shit, and you know, it had my head spinning. It worked for the moment, but going back, remembering, it's like, God damn it.
All right, so since we still got time until the hourly candle closes, I want to at least see if they close a 15-minute below my tipping point. Which, you know, that could be some positive momentum, but it also could mean 50% retrace.
Hey,
you know,
can you see this little candle right here?
Where?
The one I ain't cutting you off. I was gonna say, what's this candle right here?
Well, I can't see your intake.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. What about it?
No, I'm just looking at. I'm gonna see how it closed, like you said.
Well, see, this becomes irrelevant to me.
I got you.
Like all that, like I feel like that's where wasted lines come in, because like the real play is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happens, I mean, if you're trying to trade this, then sure. Mm-hmm. However, like I'm not trying to trade that. I want to play momentum to momentum, right?
Got it.
So like, and that's why it's tipping point to tipping point. You know, it's momentum to momentum. So like if they start closing below, then I'm looking for that type of behavior, because this would be good if it weren't already within a tipping point. It would be it would be relevant to me if it weren't already within the tipping point itself. And
well, I was trying to see if it may be the retrace of that current candle, or one of those candles is what I was like. But it's not. That's why I was like, let me wait up, because it didn't close yet.
So wait, you think this was the retrace?
No, the bottom of the wick, the bottom of that wick.
Right here?
Yeah. I was saying, like, it didn't close yet.
Oh, I think I get you now. Okay,
yeah,
so
it
you're
didn't
saying like,
yet.
it might line up.
Yeah.
Okay, my apologies.
No, you good, man. You good.
No, good spot. I mean, it doesn't look like it lined up too good, but
Yeah, I was
at
just
least
trying to see
at least they closed
below.
below the tipping point. So now it's really just seeing if they close the hourly candle like that. It would, I mean, they might go ahead and come back to the 50% before they do it, which could, you know, it really won't matter on the hourly.
So like on cases like that, you just do like 2 pips below the tipping point, right? If you was to just be like, freak out, just take a sell to the next tipping point.
Well, don't get too carried away. Let's see.
You want to wait till it close first.
Where was that block at? Why is it not there anymore? There was a block right here, wasn't there? In the middle?
I'm just trying to understand like when you supposed to enter this trade, because I'm thinking like, okay, I got a dang tipping point area. If it busts through it, my buy stop sell stop is like a few pips between the tip, that tipping point to the next tipping point, which is to take profit. That's what I'm thinking.
One thing that's interesting to me is this. That's pretty interesting to me as like a potential stoppage. If they're already at 99, that's at 92. Even if the candle were to close like this, I don't know if it'd be worth it.
So even because that's blockage, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Can you zoom out? Because it looked like it lined up with that like this little area right here. And like I said, you know me, I might be overthinking the shit. Hold on. But like all this right here too. See what I'm saying?
I wonder if they're gonna love tap this area. And what could be interesting is a ride back up to the top on 50% retrace. If we could get, boom. Yeah. This is what I was looking for. Let's drag this all the way.
But yeah, but then again, like you said earlier, you like on the 15-minute doing zones, and that's just gonna be shorter, like pip gain.
Exactly.
It actually correlate. Look at that. It correlate.
I'm trying to see something here. Hold on, guys. So what I'd be interested to see is if, like, I mean, okay, they're kind of showing us some pullback right now, but my initial thought before this was that they come down and they close or maybe leave some kind of wick. And from there, we know what the break would be to the top side. Maybe ride it back to the top side on the retrace as a better trade because it could come back to here instead of here. That was my initial thought. Now they're kind of showing me different. And I was just trying to see if, yeah, I don't know. They're already pulling back, so my theory is already collapsed. But we'll have to see how they close. The hourly candle.
So Nemo, would you did a trade opportunity within that I guess tipping point that zone 15 minute? What's the blue again? Is the blue the hour?
The blue was the hour, I think.
So the hour, would you play the move in between, like two
Or
in between? Play within move.
well, the directional candle. Let me see.
Because right now it's like, you see it, like it's
We were
possible.
we were hoping for the sell initially.
Right.
And then we're in all this like area of range. So now it's just like making sure that the right decisions are being made. But I think we originally talked about like taking the trade way down here or something like that, didn't we? I'm kind of blanking now, guys.
Wait, it'll be easy if you just put a line at the 50% on the day chart, so you can just see where you're at.
It run through the 50%, that blue, right?
I don't.
I think it should be like at that 70, 90 area.
Yeah, I don't think the 50% is done or completed or whatever.
Mm-mm.
No. See, now it gives you a good idea where you at now.
Yeah.
But I guess what he's saying is that's like some stoppage right there.
Right, where the blue lines at.
Up here.
How many pips is 92? Well, I mean, that's about 12 pips, though, if you're talking about saying if they would close below the tipping point and take it from the tipping point to the 50% retrace.
Say if they bust through the blockage, would you be like, okay, sell stop under like 2 pips below the blockage area or something? Would that be a good mindset?
Well, my thing is I don't think they're going to break through this blockage because of the candle that we have already. They're already showing impulse. So if you guys start seeing impulse during a live candle, you need to already start thinking directional candles. Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be momentum wick? Is it going to be momentum candle, whipsaw? And you could kind of make a gauge based on the type of behavior they're doing. So if they're giving us momentum like that to the downside, no matter what, like we knew that it was going to be coming back up. If they close down there, then we know we have a 50% retrace. And if they pull a wick like they're kind of showing us, then we know that the momentum is actually to the down or to the upside. So like that's why we know that chances are they're not about to break through this right now.
So
we need to be thinking up.
So if you knew that, like I said, I was asking originally before, like if it was like way like like a few candles back, like I guess a few hours back, would you wait for the sell and just take your profits there at that point, that blockage point or near it when you saw the impulse?
If it was a few what back?
A few hours ago. Cause okay, we were talking like, let me annotate. So annotate option. I'm trying. Okay, if you was like right here, Nemo, like somewhere around right here, right before all that, before all this happening, you know what I mean? And you saw, you see this, you be thinking, okay. Then you see the day candle. The day candle's a momentum candle, right? And it need to do its 50% in some kind of way. And you just be like, okay, you just go to that, you go somewhere here, and that's it, right?
Okay, so let me make sure I understand you.
Yes, he's saying like when the day candle first opened up, knowing that 50% retracement is going to happen, how would you have played that when the day candle first opened back up?
Okay, so like, yeah, that's what. So basically, you're saying like starting from like right up and around here.
Yeah, around there.
Mm-hmm. These candles to the right haven't happened yet.
Yeah, right.
That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's where the tipping point came in. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at this like, all right, if we're up here, we got a big tipping point right here. We know chances are we're going to break through the 1. We're not really worried about the 2. We don't have any whipsaws on the directional candle. So we know that the 3 is possible. But now that we know that the 3 is possible, we need to start thinking down here. Okay, if the 3 is possible, no matter if we're up here or not, then we need to know what our target points are. So like, even though like, yeah, we do have these candles right here to see what happened, even then we still would have been thinking down here, what's the next move? Because the 3 would have been our more likely scenario. That makes sense.
And 3's busting through, right?
So let me kind of summarize. On the daily, we have that big momentum candle, right?
Right.
We know that means 50% retrace, and that is this black line right here, right?
Right.
Roughly. So your question was, if all of these last 4 or 5 hours hadn't happened yet,
Right.
and the daily candle from, you know, technically today just closed, what would I do?
Mhm.
I said I would have done the exact same thing. I would have marked up this blue tipping point right here. I would have marked up this one down here, and then I would have been looking for this, because the 3 would have been my more likely scenario.
And that's what I was saying from the start.
Yeah.
If I just, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. The blue line is the tipping point. I mean, to take profit.
It's not
You
that
saying
it's,
would you use that to trade? He's saying would you have took it? Are you saying would you have traded within
Yeah,
that tipping
took
point?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying would you have, like, when that candle closed right here, would you have right here, yeah, right here, would you have maybe looked to set a buy stop to trade within this tipping point? Like to maybe catch some pips within the tipping point.
No, I was trying to go for the sell for some pips.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the sell, yeah.
Yeah, sell stop.
Because you were looking at this closing like this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he was wondering if you would maybe say, okay, they look like they're about to pass back through the tipping point. Like if you would have took a trade within the tipping point.
okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
No, you know, I wouldn't have. And the reason why is because that I feel like that kind of goes against my rules personally. If the reason why we have the 1, 2, 3 is to find the more likely scenario and stick with that one, not to, you know, try to force the trade or force, you know, multiple. I think that's less work on the brain, but however it works for you, then, you know, do it. Like if you feel confident, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're wrong, but you know, the question was, would I do it? And the answer is no. I would have been looking at the more likely scenario, which was the 3. And then once I knew the more likely scenario, I would have been looking, all right, do I even have the room that I want that fits my rules? And if I do, then is this a worthy trade for me? And if it's not, then do I need to pass on it? And in this case, I would have passed on it because it would have been too small.
I'm gonna take responsibility for that one, because when we've been going through some of the stuff, I've been showing them how like a lot of the plays been passing through the tipping points, and I was showing
It's
them
not
like
wrong though. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah. So then I'm just owning up to
it's,
that like that's where you're getting that from.
yeah, it's all fundamentally sound. It's just it comes down to your risk tolerance, what you're seeing on the chart. You know, like it's this is what it's for. You know,
But I
like if
did
you
mention
understand it away,
follow the
then
rules
take it.
though.
Yeah, I mean, but that the question was my thinking process. Like I wouldn't have done that just because that feels like more work to me,
Yeah.
and I hate work.
So basically, it's a personal answer. It's more like that's just you. That's just you as a trader
Yeah,
versus what you saying on the basically the 4.0.
bro. Once you have the fundamentals of everything, like you, the game becomes yours. You feel me? Like stick
Yeah.
to the rules, yes. So like you know how to use them, but like at a certain point, this becomes your own. Like that's why when Darius talks, I listen because he's finding new truths to the core strategy that I've built. You know, like if you guys are finding truths within all this stuff, I want to hear about it because that's only going to make us all better. So if you find something and it's working for you, then do it. Make your bag. You know, I want to hear about you making bags. I don't want to hear my job sucks. You feel me? Like I want to hear bags. That's it.
Bag on me.
Yeah, but for me, that's my thinking process. Like I wouldn't have done it just because it goes against, you know, my trading plan personally.
And see, to clear up on that too, the examples I was showing them too were more like times where like it would be in a structure and you'll have like, say it was like a 4-hour structure or something, right? And then there's some tipping points within that structure where they obviously then pass through multiple times. So I was showing them examples like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, if everything else line in and you see momentum gonna, like what I was telling you earlier, and you see momentum about to push through the tipping point, you know, that's kind of like the examples I was talking about. So, yeah.
So, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, so I made sure I wouldn't tell them to deviate from the strategy. Never, ever.
Nah, man. Like that's not, to me, that's not deviation. Like I think I just don't want you guys there's a fine line, you know, find your truths within the strategy, whatever, but just don't let it like, what's the words I'm looking for here? I had it. Don't let it make you overtrade, you know, like, or have to reinvent the wheel, you know, because like this is supposed to be fun and breezy, guys. Like, you know, you're supposed to make your money, enjoy your life, make your money, enjoy your life. Like, you know, let the trades come to you. Like, and like I said, if you're finding truths and stuff, great, but you know, like, you don't have to make it harder for yourself. That's all I'm saying is just find the balance between, all right, am I overworking or am I actually just putting the work in? You feel me?
Yeah.
Because we don't have to overwork in this game, you know, so there's a line. I know that you guys have your goals, so I'm not going to ever block your shine, but I just want to say, like, find that balance as you build your career up. Like, I'm not going to overtrade, but I'm going to definitely put my work in until I get where I'm trying to go, you know? The balance, something, the yin to the yang. But all right, guys, we are at time. I'm about to chill. I'm so tired now. I've been up for 30 something hours, so, and that's after 2 10-hour long drives.
God dang.
Damn.
Hell no. I remember I took a drive to Texas 12 hours straight. I felt like I was thrown in the dumpster.
It was honestly a refreshing drive, but it does take a lot out of you. It's hella nature in Colombia. It's the first time I've done a road trip here. It's awesome. But cool. You guys got any last minute questions or things that you want to throw in? I could still spare like 5-10 minutes. It's not like a rush, but if there's nothing, we can hop on.
No, I'm good.
Good for now.
I gotta hit the road. I gotta go teach tomorrow at the school, barber school.
God.
So, I'll catch you, Nemo. I'll see everybody. Yup.
Hit me up.
Yup.
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right, Joe.